Hey everyone, so before we get started, I just want to introduce myself real quick. So my name is Mariam. I host trips in Kuwait as well as live aboard abroad. I'm a Girls at Scuba ambassador, and today I want to talk to you all about my journey with anxiety while diving. So let's get started. It all started about 4 years ago when I was getting my open water license. I remembered walking to the dive center on my first day, knowing I'd have my pool session, and I remembered feeling so much anxiety on the way there. And while I was doing my theory that this was it, this was the day I was going to croak, I was going to die in a swimming pool with my dive gear on. It was honestly the worst feeling I remember having, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone. I remember texting my mom going, "This is it. I'm dying today." And poor thing, she was so frightened, wondering why I was texting this to her from the other side of the world. But I just couldn't explain the amount of anxiety I was feeling. And that's kind of where it all started with me. After getting in that pool, I felt completely fine until about 4 months ago. I was completely fine. I'd only felt anxiety that day when it came to diving, but other than that, I was completely fine until I had one of my trips I was hosting back home in Kuwait. I remembered hosting my last trip, and I remembered feeling an anxiety attack come on. And let me tell you something, I'd never experienced an anxiety attack. So while this was happening underwater, I thought to myself, two things. One, what is the hand signal for I'm having anxiety? Because I don't know what it is. I don't know what to tell my buddy right now. I just kind of had to wing it on the spot, but it would have been handy to know that there is like an international symbol we could all use. And two, that I felt like I was in fight or flight mode. I felt like if I don't get out of this water, I'm currently 13 meters underwater, but if I don't get out of here anytime soon, I'm going to die. And it was so horrible that I remember I did something that for myself was very scary, which was I announced it on my Instagram account, and I just told everyone that I had had one that day. And it was so heartwarming seeing all the responses that everyone was writing in from people I know who had admitted that they too feel it and it was completely normal, as well as everyone else who follows me on my account. And it just feels so nice to know that my feelings were validated and that everyone feels it at some point, whether it's before a dive, during a dive, or after a dive. For me, diving is that amazing meditation where I feel like I can leave all my worries up on the surface and I could be down with the fish. And if I was having a bad day or a bad week, it was perfect for me to get away and have time for myself, doing what I loved. So I was so frightened that now that I was getting these anxiety attacks, which I now get on land as well, that feeling would go away when diving. But it will always be that for me. It will always be a form of meditation, whether I do get anxiety attacks or not. And that is completely okay. We all feel anxiety at some point or another. So I just want you all to know that if you feel it too, if you felt it, just know that you're not alone. I feel it too. Many others feel it as well. And it would be super cool if you could share it in the comments and just say, you know, what you did to get through it. All I did was breathe out that anxiety attack and kind of feel like I could breathe underwater, because for the most part it felt like my breathing was restricted. But I don't want that to deter you from diving. If you've never dived before, you'll be completely fine. And yeah, share your comments below. Tell us how you felt throughout diving, what you feel diving means to you. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye.